There, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we're going to look at words like class, last, ask, and after, and how they differ in American English versus British English pronunciation. So I was just listing those words using the American pronunciation. In these words in US English, we always have the a vowel. I call this the black cat vowel because we use it in those words. And it's a forward vowel. So basically it's a front vowel. My tongue tip is down in the front of my mouth and the back of the tongue can be lifted. Sounds like ah, ah. You can think about, for example, if I had words like bid, bed, and bad. I'll say those again so you can see my mouth. Bid, bed, bad. The front of my tongue gets further down and my jaw and mouth gets more open as I say those vowels. So we're looking at a, the vowel in bad, for words like class and last, ask, and after. I picked these particular words because they're frequently used, they're commonly used, and for many people working on speaking in an American accent, they tend to use more of a British vowel in these words. So in the UK, most of the British language dialects will use more of an ah vowel here. You might see it with a two dots after it too, showing you that it's a long vowel. And it sounds like class, lost, ask, and after. And so you can hear in that ah, my mouth is more open, my tongue is down and back, and that's the vowel that we tend to use in American English in words like hot and not. So we tend to spell letter O, tend to spell this vowel, ah, as letter O. And so thinking about, I don't want in American English my ah to come into these words with letter A. An exception would be the word father, ah, that has the ah vowel, but typically in American English, letter A is going to be an ah or an A sound. So in British English, class, American English, class. Your tongue shape is different and you should be able to hear that difference as well. It doesn't matter too much for being understood if you're speaking with Americans, if you use this British pronunciation, with exception of some words that might be similar. For example, last, if you use lost in British English, it sounds very similar to American English, lost. It's not the exact vowel. We have that ah vowel there. So if I'm saying, I got the, usually context is going to tell you. So if I was talking about last night, lost night, you're not going to hear I got lost. But that's where the difference can matter in being understood with American listeners. So being aware that this vowel is different in the two dialects can be helpful. Many times British English is taught in other places in the world, or your tendency, because of your native language, seeing letter A, you might have a tendency to gravitate towards this ah sound rather than the ah sound that's in English. This ah vowel is not in a lot of other languages, might not be part of your repertoire yet, and particularly in these words, you may have a tendency to be having more of the British pronunciation. So it doesn't matter too much, but if you want to be consistently in one area, if you're speaking primarily with American English or with American listeners, being aware that we have this ah vowel in these words rather than the British ah vowel can be helpful, I hope. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I do recommend doing that. You'll be able to see my content then on your homepage, and you can use the notifications, turn them on if you'd like to be notified when I'm live and when I have uploaded new videos.